Hi everyone, it's Abby with the Bead Place and beadplace.net, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really cool convertible necklace that you can wear short like this, or you can open it up and wear it long like this. The tools that we'll need are a flush cutter, 2 chain nose pliers, a round nose pliers, and a sharp pair of scissors. The materials that we're using are 6 feet of our vegan suede cord, and a toggle, a ring, some decorative pieces, a bead, a head pin, 2 large round jump rings, 2 small oval jump rings, 1 medium round jump ring, and 2 of the tiara cast end crimps. We're going to start with 6 feet of our vegan suede cord. You're going to fold that 6 feet in half and cut it. You want to make sure that it's perfectly in half because we need perfectly even lengths. So just cut it with the scissors, and then we're going to cut those lengths in half again. Fold it in half and cut it. So now we have 4 lengths of cord that are all 18 inches. Once we have all of our cords cut, we're going to stack the ends together on top of one another like this. We're going to take one of the crimp ends and we are going to push them in. It's going to fit perfectly. So what I like to do is just kind of mush them together and then smush them in. So just mush, smush, and then push. So it might seem like they won't go in, but they will, I promise. So push them in. If you need to, you can use the head pin to help kind of guide them in. What I like to do sometimes is take the head pin and just almost push into the cord and then push down in. Let me get my thumb out of the way so you can see. So you can see how I'm guiding more of the cord down into the crimp. And then we're going to crimp it. So we don't need any glue with this project. You could use glue, but it might get a little messy because it's such a perfect fit. It's not necessary. So now what I'm going to do is take my chain nose pliers and I'm going to do an X over the crimp like this. So I'm going to work in this direction. We're going to go squeeze, and I'm going to flip it and squeeze, and then I'm going to take the pliers and just squeeze it to heck. So now what we're going to do is straighten out the cords and make sure that they're not twisted. We're going to follow this stack all the way to the other end, and we're going to do the same thing. The next step is to load the bead onto the head pin. Then we're going to take our chain nose pliers and we're going to grab the head pin right on top of the bead. We're going to stay just a few millimeters back from the tip of the pliers and then bend the wire down into a right angle on top of the pliers, just like that. We're going to switch to our round nose pliers, and we are going to hold the noses of the pliers straight up and down like this, as opposed to side by side. So they're straight up and down, and we're going to put the head pin right into the nose of the pliers so that we're grabbing right where the bend is. So we're then going to push the head pin up around the top of the pliers and down, so that when we open it, it looks like this. Then what we're going to do is we are going to bring the tail end around underneath the pliers to make our loop. Now normally if we were just creating a loop that we were going to add onto something with a jump ring, we'd coil the tail end around and down towards the bead, but we're going to wrap this directly into our square link. So I'm going to string the tail of the head pin into the bottom, just like that. So then I'm going to grab the loop of the head pin with my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to continue to wrap the tail end around, and I'm going to spiral it down towards the bead, like that. So then I'm going to trim the tail end off. You always want to make sure that the flat side of the cutter is facing your work. I gently grip it with my cutter and cover it with my hand so that that little piece doesn't fly and land on the floor for me to step on later or right into my eye. So there we go. If you need to, you can straighten out your loop or tuck your tail end down using the chain nose pliers. You always want to use the chain nose pliers to do this rather than the round nose pliers, because the round nose pliers is going to put dents in your work. So really we just use the round nose pliers to create this loop at the top, and then we can do all the fixing work and the wrapping work with the chain nose pliers, the flat one. There we go. The next step is assembly. What I like to do to make sure all of the jump rings are going where I need them to go is I like to lay it all out before I put anything together. That way I'm on the right path. So the two small oval jump rings are going to connect the toggle bar to the one side of the suede cording. Then the other side is going to get a medium round jump ring to the toggle ring, and the large round jump rings are going to connect all three of these pieces together. Then another large round jump ring is going to connect the teardrop shape to the circle link. So I'm going to start from the bottom up. I'm going to take my two chain nose pliers and I'm going to hold my jump ring so that the break is at 12 o'clock. I'm going to hold one of my pliers so that it's straight up and down, and I'm going to hold the other one so that it's sideways. And I'm going to open my jump ring like this. So when you're opening and closing a jump ring, you always want to open and close it like this and never like this. So we're going to put the cute little teardrop charm into the jump ring as well as the circle link. So again, one plier sideways and one straight up and down, and close it. There we go. Always check from the top of the jump ring as well to make sure you're not off to the side so that it won't snag on your clothes or anything like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this jump ring here to connect all of these pieces together. So again, open to the side. So I'm going to string in the circle. I'm going to go through the whole of the square link, and then I'm going to go over the bar, the bottom side of the toggle ring, not the hole at the top. I'm going to just loop over into it, just like that, and then close it in the same way. Again, check from the top, adjust it if you need to. Perfect. So we have our nice little dangle. So now we're going to use this hole at the top and this medium-sized round jump ring, and we are going to connect it to the one side of our vegan suede cord, just like that. So we're going to close it, check from the top, and then I'm going to bring you in for a closer look for the little itty bitty baby oval jump rings. Okay, so these little ones are kind of a little bit of a bear to work with. So sometimes I'll like to bring my pliers in sideways like this and open and close them in this direction. So we're going to separate them for now, then we're going to put them back together. So you just want to make sure that you have it opened wide enough to fit over the end of your crimp and then close it. These little oval ones can get pulled out of shape very easily, so you want to concentrate on just opening it just wide enough to slip it over and then close it. So with the second oval jump ring, we are going to hook that into the toggle bar and into the jump ring that we already put onto the crimp. So like I said, these can kind of be tricky, especially when you're filming yourself doing it. Just make sure you're using just the very tip of the pliers and work very carefully, and you'll get them hooked together. So the reason why we use 2 jump rings here instead of just 1 is because we need a little bit of play on this side in order for the toggle ring to fit over the bar. And then also it kind of makes the look a little bit more evened out. So these 2 will be in the same spot on your neck. So there we go. We've got a finished necklace. So what do you think? Would you wear this necklace long more often or short more often? Let us know in the comments below. All the materials that we used today, including the tools, can be found at www.beadplace.net. All the products can be found in kit form as well as individually. If you liked watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Pinterest. We put out new videos at least once a month, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching.